They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers offense will go to work first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Notre Dame's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game,
breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Irish! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush is on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Offense getting set for first down. He'll set up to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Young. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return. Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. RPO complete to open the drive. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending...
Oh, he's got got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Defense might bring the house here. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Boilermakers in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no...
There he goes! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He wants to change this route. Got it in the middle. It's Larson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating.
Looking for a huge play. And he makes the catch inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense working from the pistol. They'll go back to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here.
Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Boilermakers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, You can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff. And the message and what they're preaching, they all believe they could do something very special.
Wide open spaces. The 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Fakes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Offense gets set for second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. grab near the marker. It's Larson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really
Ernie on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Smith. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Got his man. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Durham. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Branch. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Boilermakers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. defense are forced to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
He's tackled at the 22.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Notre Dame talked it over, and here's what they have on 4th down to start the 4th. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset. Offense, 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage.
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that gun to the other team.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Makes the grab on 3rd. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop?
There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because
touchdown Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base, who's so used to doing that gator chomp, they're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 18 to Mississippi State.
To the air on 1st down.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And back to the air on second down. It's complete to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Purdue, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Bringing the heat. Slithers into space. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Branch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Defense not showing press coverage. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season, that's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. The first game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.